So, another way that you see, maybe find the domain might be in a problem like this. And remember, domain is all about allowable x values. I think you do have that somewhere in your notes. Allowable x values is domain. So for a problem like this where it says, find the domain, what am I allowed to use as x values? And I think it's easier to just think rather than try to list. Well, I could use 5. I could use a -10. I could use 2. I could use pi. You're never going to be able to list them all. So I think it's easier to think of, is there anything I can't use? 8. Can't use 8. That's a great answer. Can't use 8 because what happens if I use an 8? So what happens if you try to divide by 0? The world explodes. The world explodes. So for this case, the domain may be all real numbers. You can use anything, positive, negative, fraction, except an x that's equal to 8. You're going to get to see the answer sheet of your practice quiz for 5 minutes, and then you're going to take your quiz. Is it the same exact thing? Question 7 will be different than 7 similar topics, though. Okay? So, you got 5 minutes to look at the answer sheet, ask questions, and then it is showtime.
Well, very nice quiz. No, I told her it was today.
So is the word.
I know why. I said, just 2 periods ago I just said it was today. That's why I said to you, would you like to study for the quiz?
And I got confused. I was like, I'm supposed to say that it was today. So no, come on, it's out.
Number
I got so confused. I was like, what?
Number 1. I've had something to do it.
Oh, there's 2 sides. And I know you don't have to solve it, but you just understand that part of what you're doing.
You have 2 papers on it? Or is that the this is the key. It's not the room. And then we're going to pass out Friday. That's the quiz?
That's right. Now, this said
This is the
-1,
review.
9, and this said -1, 9.
for whatever reason, you know, that would be okay, but you can't have the same x going to two different places.
So what happens when you want to get one that doesn't get filled?
Right, as long, if they're going to two different places, then it's that. Because, then here's what it does, as a picture, you know, if I plotted this point, negative 1, 1 way up here, and negative 1, 0 right there, you see, it causes it to fail the vertical line. Because you got negative 1 going to 2 different y.
But it'll be still the negative 1 here and negative 1 here.
Yes.
Okay. Time to wake up, doctor. You should have slept and during the night. I don't tolerate sleeping.
What special class do you use? Fuck up. I use the site from the robot guy for hardpoint because if someone tries to take the hardpoint from me, I just go. I just unload them. We should play it.
Okay, we got 30 seconds left. Any questions that you want to ask? As you'll see, this wasn't the time just to hurry up and write down answers because you didn't answer them. This was the time to, oh, why doesn't my work look like this work? Alright, you need to pass the answer sheets in and keep yours.
I completely forgot about this paper. You went to your sister? So your brain is yeah, you should.
Look up there where that chart is. Look, that's the answer. The alphabet synonym is the answer.
Wait.
So the answer is one.
I was looking for it, but I didn't know. What? What? Your gamer tag.
That's the best, and don't use 121 for it. The answer, see, it just, it says, this can be replaced with this. So this can be replaced with one.
There we go.
See it? This is saying.
I just noticed something. I got to level 34 with my brother's account, not mine. That means my brother has the site over me. Now I'm sad. Oh man.
I didn't wake up.
If you know it,
Yeah, character 24. Yeah.
if you put your pencil at the one and it hits twice, it's not functional. If it's one,
Answer sheets. Answer sheets. We got some more answer sheets.
right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Yeah, I need that.
Alrighty.
What's that one route? What's that? Semi-automatic.
There's gonna be a few that you're gonna skip off of here as well, just because they repeat or it's worded a little bit differently, and I don't want that to throw you off. So if you can go ahead and get your name here, and then we'll fill in the things that you can skip.
Can we skip all of it and get an A+ automatically? That'd be amazing.
You can use notes, remember? This is a quiz, so you're allowed to use your notebook. Oh my God!
Can I use this? Or no?
You can use anything that you want. Anything?
Anything?
Anything that you want. Okay. You may, mark these right now. You may skip to B.
Oh.
Skip to B.
Come on, skip 2, that'd be bad.
You may skip 8. You may skip 14.
The whole problem?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
So you're skipping 2B only, 2B only, number 8 and number 14.
Yes, anyone who has an accommodation and they want to come with me, by all means. Oh.
2B 814.
Bless you.
Listen, did you get a calculator?
You hear Mrs. Frank?
You get a straight sheet. Come up here.
You guys are gonna need, I'll let you borrow a calculator for the trade of a phone, but pretty soon, you've got to have a calculator. That's like having a pencil. So, we got about the rest of this week, and it's the only time that you're going to be borrowing a calculator. You're gonna need the graphing calculators, you're gonna need your own.
This might be 20 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's try it. See ya.
I can touch you on the rest of it later. Let's go. One thirty.
Skipping 2B, 8, and 14.
Mrs. Perkins? Right.
look.
Whenever you find yourself ahead of the rest of the group, we can always, I guess, be looking around and see, can I be adding, putting it in my notebook? You know, there might be more table of contents, titles that you could be putting in. That might be there. Maybe, we took a little bit of time and started numbering our pages. If you're just really bored and sitting there, you could always just keep numbering your pages, down in the corner or the center. It's kind of a brainless task, but while you have the markers and the supplies at you, whenever you're just waiting, then just help yourself to getting that notebook looking good and keeping up with things and seeing if there's any more table of contents or anything that you could be filling in. Do it okay?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to talk, just do me out. So, the next piece that we have to create, once your parts are cut out, will look like this. And it's marked pretty well, that there's a bottom layer, a middle layer, and a top layer. And if you want, I certainly don't have a stapler for everybody, but I got a couple of staplers. So you're just creating this booklet, and it tells, once you get it cut out, it tells the top, the middle, and the bottom. So you can't get them out of order if you just follow what it says. So you can go ahead, get them cut out. When you're ready to staple, I'll bring you the stapler, and we'll just staple them together. If you want one of these, just go up and get it and borrow it. Put it back when you're done.
I didn't get to answer it.
Hunter. What's that? Are they finished? Oh, good, yeah. So just like that up. Oh, we're in second that way. We're not cutting. We're not.
Hey, Shane. Have you noticed in debated it made sniping a lot easier? I mean, I could easily snipe people now, especially if I thermal scope. I think they made it too easy, to be honest.
It's gonna end up looking like this when you get
Now
to
people are
the
gonna be quick scoping 24/7.
So you're gonna cut this
That's
out
good.
and make yourself one of these.
Are you still sick?
No. I'm going my dad's for fun. Allergies, man. Exactly what it is. I ain't offered. Not like 3 or 4
You're actually late.
I didn't do it.
To work for a while now. Grab some more staples to put it for the next person.
For right now, honey, you got a table of contents and some cutting to do.
What games you have on your Xbox One?
Mostly I play Destiny.
That's a fun game. Haven't played it in a few days though. I've been playing the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, yeah, it's looking good.
Here, Jimmy, for a minute. Go use that one.
Do you have the Elder Scrolls Online?
Used to.
You used to?
Yeah, it's a little though.
I still play it every once in a while. It's fun. Oh, it is almost time. What do you play as a first? Warlock, Hunter, or Titan?
All three.
Same. I don't like
And
the
you carry it
Titan.
with you.
I mean, I don't like the Hunter a whole bunch. Really.
It works to glue them also. If you just want to glue those spines down, that's okay. Or, where's our staplers at? There's 2 out there. Raise your hand if there's a stapler on your desk, and if you want to go grab a stapler, there's where the 2 are to staple.
I think I made it.
It'll all go on the right side again. So it will go on your page 16.
Are you always not affected by allergies? Everyone seems to be having allergies this.
You could actually, if you're waiting on the tape.
It doesn't bother me.
Is on top of it, but just the edges, that you can flip the tabs back and forth.
Which side?
It'll go on to page 16, we'll always fill in the right side first. It'll go on the right side,
Make sure to do it.
What page are we going on?
Anybody need stapler, raise your hand if you need stapler. Anybody need to staple the other stapler? Where's our other stapler?
You not do blue anymore?
Anybody else need a stapler? Anybody go going twice, back to the.
I'm probably just gonna take mine off. I'm gonna take it right there or something. So it goes on page 16. Alright.
We're just gonna say the homework is to create page 16. So, you're done? With your page 16, we got a heading, we've got that in place. Once that's glued in place, the back page, we don't cut the tabs, but you might guess that we're going to take the front ones and cut them, but you notice obviously the back page is glued down, so you're not going to cut on the lines of that bottom layer, but the other ones will be so that depending on, when I show you tomorrow, whether it's a yes or a no, you'll fold one of those tabs back and react accordingly based on what it tells you under the tab. So the bottom one doesn't get cut apart, but the two top ones do get cut apart into those separate tabs. Hunter, could you put these headphones away? Or during class time? No headphones during class time.
What page is this going on, 16?
Yeah.
Want a stapler? Stapler, anybody? Here's a stapler.
You want to see them?
Say your glues are done?
Yeah.
Well, just throw it away. So you'll go bottom, middle, you know, tab on top of tab. And then when you get them all lined up right, you can just staple them. But go ahead and get them all lined up right, and then staple you a little book binding there.
Okay.
Didn't put anything in your desk? Okay, so your homework, it says to create page 16, and this is what you're going to create as your page 16. So that's your homework. And it tells you top layer, middle layer, bottom layer. and then you just staple it together. So, I don't know if I have time right now, but that is your homework, is to create a page 16.
What game mode do you want to rate
I think it's your choice or whatever, since it's just coming together.
I either
Okay.
play team or hard point. Hard point is best for leveling up because you can get more kills stacked in. So I'm going to try to do that to get level 28 and get the
Just cut these.
Yeah, but you won't cut the bottom one, because eventually it's gonna be glued down.
Yeah.
But these, then, they will get cut apart.
Okay.
I don't know if it's easier to do it now or later.
Did you have to know that?
Isn't it the one that suffers?
Yeah. He also
I
has
haven't heard
the...
that yet.
I heard the hive got it very good for like hard
So
things,
you're
like
almost,
making mine.
so, it'll have a
That's
heading,
what I'd probably
loading,
do.
okay, so-
At least until I get the Reaper.
Check that up with you.
The reason I like the Reaper is he sounds like a dancer. Like when he talks. So that's the only reason I like him. It reminds me of Master.
Do you like Blade Dancer?
Blade Dancer? I prefer Golden Gun.
Well, the
Uh-huh.
Rip is the last thing that you can get.
I heard that's not all that good. Unless you're like, there's a...
Basically, Blade Dancer for all of it.
But you
I don't
take
even
what
have
what
any
are
of
you
that
using?
gathered up.
Well, you go invisible and you have.
So,
I don't think you go
maybe
invisible.
stating here is
So they buffed
It doesn't
it.
make sense if you're already gone.
Because when I first saw it, all you did was get blades and stab. That's about it. So you that would go in business for a short while when you activated it. So I know we have active camouflage in that. So they basically combined the Ripper with active camouflage.
We sure are.
So that means they made active camouflage last longer, maybe.
I'm developing a bad cough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You wanna do that? That's one step, if you, make sure you do it, 'cause I'll have it with me.
Okay.
So,
Our group in here did end up finishing, and we did get this, all we did is create it and put in our book for page 16. The ones that didn't, I told them that was their homework, was to take some slides with them to do. Okay. Fabulous. Yeah.
Must be. Sorry.
and, Toby is finished now, how to read it.
Okay, and then she probably is just gathering up. Got it? Hey, Toby? Yes? Your homework is to create, what, here I am, page 16, so you know that the slide you just gathered up, it'll tell you, top of it over there. Just follow what it tells you. That's what I have to do. Yeah, staple it together, make yourself a little better. That'll be all right. Okay?
No, it's not. It's just annoying.
What do you do, or what did you say?
His presents. Do you need these?
No, but our
Oh,
students
yeah.
that should have been there.
Huh?
Yeah. You know what, you're gonna need them, we might as well just
Oh,
leave them there.
great.
You already got your.
When I was walking
You can do that,
through-
yeah. Let me see if
Study
Steve focused
skills.
on my deck.
I saw him. He was just
Just be like, walking down the hallway.
not looking at me. Oh, this is annoying. Like, I never knew someone could be not heartless. I just never knew someone could be heartless.
Oh.
Yeah. I came in here.
Remind me at 1:45 to change the exact thing.
I'm being serious. Yeah.